Welcome to the C-Bus Paranormal Paracast bonus content video for episode 7. For those of you that listened to the watch-along episode of Ghost Adventures on Prospect Place, you know that our episode basically exposed Ghost Adventures for airing a ton of misinformation about the property. It's taken quite a bit of time and effort to get to this point, but for the most part the response has been overwhelmingly positive from our listeners. Except for a few paranormal YouTube teams that I likely pissed off by providing actual researched information and facts about the location. I'm sorry to all those that filmed there and are now scrambling to cover up the misinformation they put on YouTube over the years. It is what it is. Oh well, I obviously didn't get into this field for popularity, clicks, or likes, but I do appreciate those that have came along for the ride and have helped support the show since its inception. On this episode, we're going to continue the theme of the episode 6 bonus content video that featured various E.V.Ps from Prospect Place over the years. This video will feature audio from our cases on November 12, 2012 and September 15, 2015. Obviously, these cases were a few years back, so the audio quality and the devices were typical for the time period. We use studio recorders these days and the quality is much better. Once again, female voices and audio is present on an investigation that featured 3 males. I'll start off with the November 12th, 2012 investigation. This would have been our 3rd investigation of the property. These are a few selected E.V.Ps from that investigation. This audio came from a recorder that was left stationary on the 2nd floor of the mansion at the time. One of the most notable responses we believe states, "Thank you for coming." And there's an odd back and forth conversation while we were downstairs at the time. One voice asked, "What are they doing?" followed by another that states, "I don't know." At one point, investigator Jeff Cole was reading to what most people consider to be the child entity on the property. We ended up switching places and I asked her what she thought of Jeff. Ironically, we received a response of what we believe states, "He's a good reader." There was also a rather odd piece of audio that I still have no idea what the hell it was saying. I think you guys will likely know which one I'm talking about. It sounds kid-like and occurred while we were running cable into the basement for DVRs. You will hear us in the background setting up our equipment and discussing camera placement at the time. Jeff was in here reading to you. Our next audio clip occurred at a recording session on September 5th, 2015. At the time, I was joined by future board member Kim and her daughter Joy in the barn for this one. I personally haven't had much luck with the alleged bounty hunter over the years, and I've always considered the story to be nothing more than a legend. After all, there's no documentation to actually support that this event happened. This would be the only E.V.P. that I've ever captured in a barn. At the time, we were cleaning out the barn and we were asking questions aimed at the bounty hunter during that time. After waiting a few minutes with seemingly no response, we continued to start cleaning out the barn when we all heard what we thought was a disembodied voice. Ironically, this happened when we weren't expecting it, and Joy was talking about several popsicle sticks that were on the ground that she was cleaning up at the time. Just in case anyone was wondering what the hell she was talking about during this clip. It has nothing to do with the audio hit itself. While I'm not sold on the legend, it does appear that something was possibly trying to get our attention at that time. We immediately played it back and heard the following message.
Buried in a respectable place. Huh? Huh?
So this is help. What's on that?
Be buried in a respectable place. Huh?
It does. It sounds like
Yeah. Yeah.